All right, we live.
Woo! I love being live.
Yeah. Welcome everyone.
What's up,
Just want to
guys?
start out by congratulating our man Snowly on 1K. He's absolutely been killing it.
I appreciate it, man.
And if anyone has not checked him out, I put together a little clip show.
Yeah, congrats,
of
buddy.
Hilarious
Ooh.
moments.
Thank you for tuning into Sonley Games.
Can you all hear that?
Hey, what's going on? Z-Man the Tech here, and I want to thank you for tuning into Sonley Games. As
Yeah,
always,
me
I
too.
appreciate you very much.
Funny shit.
And yeah, we about to hop into some
Yep.
Super Mario Kart with the homie Slonko. What it do?
Oh Lord.
Welcome. Thank you so much, y'all.
Oh man. You in that race, baby. Make sure you got that booty protection, baby. Oh, I hit the swamp, man. Oh, someone threw a shell back.
That
Why?
sounded so funny.
Yeah, we're gonna have to kill her.
No, don't. Just walk
You
around.
gotta have that booty protection.
Yo, Charger.
Oh, you! Oh no!
Oh no.
You did!
Man, this is probably one of my favorites, Snowy. When I watched this, I could not stop laughing.
Oh, the witch?
That and this one here.
My cause
Oh, good stuff, Lando.
of lasering.
Ah, crap.
Oh, you hit me though. Oh gosh, no! Not like this, bro. Not like this.
Yo, that's awesome.
You are the superstar.
Wow! Wow! GG's, man. GG's.
Wow.
Why I got shot with the cannon?
Yeah,
What's
it
up with this?
You murked it on that
If you
one,
like
man.
what you saw,
I was dazed and
definitely
everything.
Like, comment, subscribe. Remember to keep it locked to Sonley Games for all of your indie game, third-party
Why I got
game,
shot
tech
with the
review
cannon?
coverage, and sometimes Nintendo and retro games thrown in the mix. Y'all have a good one. Take care. Hey, man, it's all good. It's all good.
So bam. Anyone watching? That's what to expect from Snowly Games
Yeah.
if you have not checked it out yet.
Appreciate it, man. Make sure I share it to Twitter and everything.
That's
Oh,
why
man,
I'm doing
was
right
great.
now.
Congrats,
We
Snowly.
don't, we
You
don't have
did.
the hair
You
tonight.
really
Keith.
do deserve it, man. Like you really do deserve it.
I appreciate it, man. Like it really means a lot. I appreciate the heck out of y'all, man. You have no idea.
Man, I can't believe you got like over 1,000 videos up, on your channel.
I just went in. Yeah, I it's funny because I was so scared to even do a no commentary gameplay. So scared because it's like
You put yourself
just-
out
it get-
there.
yeah, it's really toxic sometimes, man. And I be trying to escape that stuff, like so. Let me try to do something and see how I feel about it, And if it wasn't for wifey, she was like, "Look, just hit record and play the game like you normally do and just upload it, see what happens, And then, I don't know. It just I got addicted to it, and then of course, yeah, it was also like a therapeutic thing for me. So, and also, like I mentioned before, like I like to, it's more of a documentary type thing, document everything I'm touching, everything I'm playing, and there's record of it, because there's tons of games I played in my childhood that is just off record, like we didn't have the means of recording things back then, so
Yeah.
yeah, I just enjoy doing it,
It's awesome, man.
And it's nice seeing, someone with like, you got a nice mix of talent and like a good work ethic, and seeing someone grow
And integrity.
succeed.
Integrity.
Yeah, exactly. It's like seeing the right people.
It's not through
succeed
clickbaiting.
Is nice to see.
Hmm.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah.
Yeah, the right way, legit. Yep, and it makes a difference.
For sure.
That's one of the reasons I respected you so much from the beginning. Yep.
I hear you, man.
Anywho, we'll stop this like barrage of compliments. Because if I was you, I'd just be like, man, would they stop? Like, would They shut up, man. I get it. Like, you're proud. We get it. Like, move on.
Nah, man, you gotta get them roses while they there, man. Get them while they there.
Right. That's right. Take advantage, man.
I hear you.
The next one's gonna be the 2,000 stream. You know, it's 10,000 streams, so we gotta take advantage of the 1,000 while we're here.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate
Sure.
it, man.
Sure.
Yeah, man, you ain't gonna know us then. 10,000, you gonna act like you don't know us.
Yeah.
Nah, never that, bro.
You're gonna get
Talking
that
about I'm an
JP
indie dev. I don't know
inflated.
nothing about y'all. I'm talking about what game y'all made, huh?
But congratulations, Snowly.
Man, very, very much appreciated, man, and much love and respect, man. I appreciate y'all for accepting me for who I am, and that was like a huge thing coming up for me. Was like I was always an outcast, man, for a lot of reasons. So it really is nice to be appreciated, man. Real talk.
That's what's up. This is up.
Yes,
So
sir.
if y'all haven't checked this
I
channel
don't know
out,
why,
y'all
but I
make sure y'all
can't
go
hear
check it out.
Keith.
You can't hear me?
Turn them up and
Yeah,
make sure you
muted.
don't have them turned down in OBS.
Yeah, I mute Keith all the time, too.
I don't blame you. Yeah, I don't
Nah,
blame you for
Nah, I've never done
that.
The love, I feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we're showering slowly and just like...
But can you hear me now? Ty, you good? Can y'all hear me? Everybody
Oh,
else can
yeah,
hear
I
me,
think
right?
we can all hear
We
Yeah, I
you.
can
can't
hear
hear you. I put you on mute.
Okay. We don't care about you anyways. Anywho, moving on.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
subscribers, we're this is episode 11.
Yeah, welcome to
Something like
episode
that,
11, Jack.
yeah.
So we want to first
We're
start
not
out
entirely
thanking
sure.
we want to thank all the subscribers. So if you haven't liked, you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so. We got some wonderful people here. Wonderful. So we'll do let's just do roll call real quick.
Roll call.
While Ty's doing that, go ahead, Lando.
Yo, I'm Lando. Got a channel called Xploring Game Pass where I just play and review Game Pass games. It's all I can really afford at the moment, so that's what I use. And yeah, if you got Game Pass, I got your back. So come check me out.
We got Coin and Triforce.
Oh, I don't think.
Just
I don't
barely.
think oh yeah, Triforce here. So yeah, we got a
Great.
YouTube channel. We usually play like retro games, stream Mario Kart, Monday Madness. Check it out. We do Monday Madness every Monday. Pretty self-explanatory. And yeah.
What day was that again? Oh. All right.
Alright, we got Zion. Oh, you good?
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. I'm not. That's pretty much it.
Alright, Triforce, you want to add to that or what's up?
Me, outside of the Monday Madness, we do some gameplays from time to time, and we do a family game night whenever we have it available. So yeah, tune in when you get those notifications on.
Alright, Zion,
Hey,
tell us what's
everyone
up.
in the chat.
Oh my god.
Pass on to the next person real quick.
Oh my god. Ty, what's up, man? I don't think Ty can hear me.
Hi,
man. I don't know.
Ty. Roll call. You're on roll call.
Oh shoot, yeah, I still can't hear it, man. I've been trying to. Anyways, I'm Ty from America's Sports and Video Games, which I do America's Sports and Video Games. Mostly Nintendo content, the NFL, the NBA, which would be anything from eShop deals to reviews, games coming out this year, this month. Underrated games. I really try to hit a lot of games that aren't talked about as much, give them some love. Yeah, you can find me on YouTube, Twitter, Odyssey, and Rumble.
And we already praised the man, Z-Man, but you know, anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I just I handle a lot of the I try to do a lot of retro and indie content. Big focal point on indie. And or just like older, like past consoles in general. I plan on implementing that this year, so be on the lookout for that. Getting some Wii U footage, PS2 footage, GameCube footage, and maybe some original Xbox if I can. I'll be testing out some hardware to do that, the Hyperkin HD cables. So we'll see how that goes. You know, if they look decent enough and everything like that, then I'll make sure I put it out. But I like to put out as the best quality that I can actually afford. That's within my budget. So the Hyperkin cables are basically that. They're like $30 a pop. So yeah. Other than that, Sega Saturn as well. Got some Sega Saturn stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Then you really didn't touch on. Did you touch on your music too?
Yeah, not lately. I mean, I am actively working with a UK indie development company called Extend Mode. I contributed some tracks to the first project, 8 Dragons. It's on a Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and the PlayStation Store. And we're working on the sequel right now, and I'm actually doing a good majority of that soundtrack I'm composing right now. So I've been pretty busy. So if there's more gameplay with no commentary footage that you see, it's usually because it's easier for me to put that out as opposed to the reviews and let's plays and all that, because I have to kind of focus on this music. Yeah, composer as well, and a game development. I do game development. Yeah, we'll just say that. I'm no. Huh?
Here's a better question, Snowly. What don't you do?
Oh,
that's probably a shorter list.
I just try to get my hands on as much as I can. I don't like having limitations or anything like that when it comes to a thought process of can I do it or anything. I like to at least give it a shot. You won't really know. You can't really get good at something until you fail. You have to fail a lot, and you really at that moment, if you really want to keep sticking with it, that's how you know it's for you.
That's what's up. And then who we got, JP.
What up, everybody?
Yo.
So I cover the Nintendo every week. We do sales, new releases, stuff like that, and do a lot of collabs with the crew here.
All right.
I'll be right back.
Y'all know how we I got you, man. Y'all know how we started off? Anybody played anything new? Beat a game? Started a game?
I think we should let Lando lead this one off.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. First of all, shout out to the chat. Slonko, Mario, Crumbs, Cam, what's up, man? Taunts here. Got the whole crew kicking.
Hey, what up, Mario?
Holy smokes. I just played Signalis and
Where'd you play it?
What's that?
Where did you play it?
Oh, I streamed it on my channel. It's delisted,
All
now,
right.
so you can't see it.
Right.
But,
What?
I'll probably put it back on. But oh my god, this might be the best gaming experience I've had in I'm not kidding you, 15 years. I'm not even remotely joking. I can't stop thinking about it. I was just sitting on the couch all day thinking about this game, thinking about the story, thinking about this world, thinking about it's so ambiguous in its storytelling that it kind of can be interpreted lots of different ways, and it's just a work of art. It's I'm not kidding, it's a masterpiece. They did such a good job developing
Yeah.
that story and giving you that's what I like. I know Derek, we were talking with Derek, he likes some people just want it all kind of out there, which I understand too, but man, for me, true art is them giving you the tools to create your own art. They developed this world so much that at the end of it I couldn't stop thinking about where they came from, what the rest of the planet was like, and they give you such rich definition of the environment and give you teases of certain things that my mind was just blown at the end of this experience, as well as being horrified. It's super
you
tragic.
screamed a few times.
No, but not even scared. I was horrified at the end of it. It is so
I remember.
tragic. It's just a really wild story, man. I'm probably gonna have nightmares. I've like been bummed out all day about it. Like,
Is it only on? Is it on only? Is it on all systems or just?
I think it's on yeah, Steam, Switch, whatever, and plus it's just phenomenal survival horror game. Like just the mechanics of the game are phenomenal. The puzzles are phenomenal. I just don't want to say too much because you really just gotta like play it. It's an experience. Like it is. I can't believe it. Like it might be one of my top 10 games of all time. Like it's for sure the top 10 experiences I've had gaming for sure. Like I can't stop thinking about it.
Let me say, put it back up.
Yeah.
He said, put it back up.
That's what I mean. Not even like the scares or whatever. Like that ending, man. Oh my god. Like I almost cried. I've literally like, if I wasn't on stream, I probably would have cried. I'm not kidding. It was like, they ripped my heart out. It was crazy.
It was two
I'm
really
gonna have
good
to see
streams.
this.
Two really good streams.
Yeah. And how long did it take you to beat it?
I think it was probably around like 12 hours or something. I don't think it should, like, it probably wouldn't take, it would probably take less time. I was like 5 a.m. struggling to do puzzles because I was super tired, where I could have shaved probably 3 or 4 hours off of that. But
Okay.
man, you gotta play it.
All right. Anybody else?
Nice.
I can hear you now, Keith. So.
Oh, okay. Now, you put me on mute. I know that's what it was. It's all good.
Oh man,
I
I swear. Was the question what we've been playing?
Pretty much just the general. What you've been playing? If you beat something, started something, you know.
Yeah, I played Hunt Down this week, which I did a review for on In the Mix. I also made a 2-for-1 review video on my channel for Lonesome Village and for Sail Forth. And I'm also got back into making courses for Super Mario Maker 2. So I'll be hooked on that again.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw your little post earlier. I'm excited to check them out.
When was the last well, not major update, because I'm pretty sure, when was the last update they put on that game?
And I think it wasn't major, but it was sometime last year where they just added a couple of things to it. Other than that, they haven't done much to it.
Gotcha. Anybody else? Nobody else? All right, let's just get right into it then. The first question we have is it okay to rewind? Does it cheapen the experience? So I believe Lando posted that one. So can you further, I guess, explain that question, or what do you mean by that?
It just came up with. I was just kind of joking around. I remember Snowly and Slonko talking about having to rewind a part or something like that, and then.
The rewind as far as video game.
Yeah, like.
I got you.
Like how the Nintendo Switch Online, you can rewind the Super Nintendo games, or what I used to do all the time is. Back in the day, I would use the quick save and quick load features on emulators. So I'd get a little farther, quick save, get a little farther, and if I died, I'd quick reload, which is kind of essentially the same thing. But is it? Can you say you've beaten the game? I guess maybe is a good way to kind of look at it.
I mean, I think you could say you beaten the game, but I mean, did you beat it fairly? Could probably be questioned. Like, is it fair? But I believe that older games with the rewind function, I think it doesn't cheapen the experience. I think it would if it was modern day games, though. If modern day games had that mechanic in it, outside of Prince of Persia, because I think some games actually implement the rewind.
Yeah,
but I think if it's one of those mechanics to where it's just, hey, it's a hard game. We know it was hard back in the day. Here's a rewind, so you don't have to start all the way over. I don't think for older games, I don't think it cheapens the experience.
So what about like? I was just thinking we got talking about Battletoads, and to me that is like a game where if you can say you beat Battletoads, it's like you're a certain level, like way past my ability, but you're at like that certain tier, and then. I was just thinking like, man, if I use the emulator and like quick save, because I beat Virtual Bart doing that, and that game is super hard, and I didn't really beat it. I like cheated my way through it. I feel.
I totally agree with you, Lando.
So,
100%.
Like, not that I don't care. I just think about the top tier games, like that super hard level to be like, I beat Battletoads and you rewound. I just don't know.
Yeah, but see, you don't have no proof. So then for me, I'm gonna be like, yo, where's the proof? I do it again. I want to see it again. Run it back. That's how I mean.
But any game that has a rewind, I kind of just automatically like it less. Even like the Burnout series, I never really played, or whichever one it was that was like a mobile game, and it gave you that ability to rewind. I always felt like it's like when movies decide that like you could just like reset, and so like people die, but they can just hit a reset button and then they're back alive again.
Yeah,
I never understood, and that's how these. I mean, I get it. Some games you kind of need it, but there is a difference between beating it and beating it with an emulator and all these convenient save states and rewinds and fast forwards and all that, you know.
For sure. Yeah, so I think the answer is yes to both of them.
Yeah. What is Battletoads? Ninja Turtle ripoff, man.
I think people that do like speed runs, they might be insulted with the rewind button. You know, people that do speed runs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it might be a little
beat
insulted.
the game back in the day when you didn't have it, and it was actually really that old school NES level of difficulty, like Ninja Gaiden and stuff. Getting like before you knew that if you didn't do something a certain way, it would just take you back all the way to like the beginning of the previous level.
Yeah,
Man,
but I'm gonna lie. Look, I ain't gonna even lie.
Extra experience, and that makes beating it even more fulfilling.
Yeah, but some of them games back in the day, I didn't beat them until I was grown.
Yeah, with an emulator, and it's a totally different experience. You can't when you tell people you beat it, you're like, yeah, I beat it when I was older with the emulator, and you know inside in your heart that it's different. You know it.
And then you pay the price by hitting quick save instead of quick load. You're like, no,
damn it, yeah.
Yes, yeah. So you beat it, but it cheapen it out, like Lion King, for example.
It's just the asterisks. I don't know if it cheapens it necessarily, if that's the right word, but there's a difference.
No, completely erases it. No asterisks, erases. Use it once, or okay, you can use it once, but like use it 3 times, you gotta go. Right?
You
use it rewind 3 times, you gotta go. Right? No.
The leave server button is right over there.
Or as the new kids say, close app.
But I mean, when they made like, I think we talked about it last week, the Game Genie, stuff like that. I think developers knew at that time that, man, there wasn't nobody gonna beat this game. That's why they created it.
Ports from an arcade version, typically, that was designed to take your money.
Yeah.
You know. So, but I didn't like using Game Genie either. Even when we had one, I would never use it like the first time I played the game, unless it was like a fighting game and you could put cool cheats in and stuff. Just for that one time you're playing, that's different. But yeah,
and I think it's different for streamers. Some people want to be able to go through a walkthrough through the game, so they automatically put it on easy, so then they could just get through the game, show you the mechanics of the game, show you the gameplay and all that good stuff, so they can go ahead and do their review. So they go ahead and automatically put it on easy, so they can just run through the game and say, all right, here's my review.
And I sometimes do it on easy when I'm live streaming. I don't blame them for that. It's already stressful when you make a mistake and it gets in your live. Like, damn.
Yeah.
Everybody's watching.
Yeah. I try to play on
it makes it more entertaining.
Yeah. I try to play on like all 3 so I can tell you like, oh no, it gets really hard. And the easy to kind of just show you like some of the things that happen without giving away too much of the story. But so yeah, I try to play on all 3 difficulties when I make a review.
Yeah, no, Slonko, no 5-year-old was beating that game. No way. Maybe in Japan.
Well, and that's the only reason I kind of mentioned Battletoads, because I have like fond memories of playing Battletoads on my buddy's NES. Like we're like 27 or something like this at this point, and I'd go to his house. We were a drill crew together, And so after work, I'd just go to his house and we'd play NES Battletoads for hours. And, you know, off and on, not every day, but it was probably like 6 months, and we finally got, like, you know, incrementally getting better, and got to, like, that ice level. But it was just, like, so fun to, like, do this battle with him. Like, we had this weird, like, bond. Like this, you know, like we were in war together.
Yeah.
But
anybody else?
Yeah, Mr. Retro, what do you have to say, sir?
Say it, Snowly. Say it.
All right, so here it
games
is.
you mix.
I used to be the kind of gamer that had to get through a game with no cheats, no skips, no save states, no rewinds. But you know, as I grew older with more responsibilities and a lot less time, you know what I'm saying? I there's no shame, and I'm like, dude, I don't have just ample amounts of time, you know, like that I did when I was a kid to actually just sit here and grind away at something until I actually master it, you know. So I don't want to, like, it's weird because it's like I'm no longer that, so it's like I don't want to be a hypocrite, but I'm stating what it was in the beginning, right? So yeah, I was kind of that dude, but yeah, I'm on that tip where it's like I use whatever methods I can use to get through something, especially if I'm pressed for time. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna sit there and like you said, JP, like get knocked back to the beginning of a previous level. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I don't got time for that. You know, like back then I'd be like, oh no, you ain't gonna get me.
I'm coming back now. Yeah,
right. I'm gonna beat this, you know. But no, I don't have time, dude. Like I just don't have time anymore. So I don't have anything against anybody that uses those methods or anything like that, man. You know, more power to you. I can see where one would be like, oh yeah, you didn't really beat that game because you just loaded a save state to keep yourself from actually starting back a couple levels or whatever crazy, you know. But like, I mean, the whole experience of the game, you know, in some cases is the story, or is you know like the little bits and pieces of information you need to know to actually like the end goal, right? Like, you just want to know what happens. And that's, as long as you get to that point. I mean, here's a bigger question: is it any different to watch someone on YouTube play through it instead of you playing through it? Right?
That's what I was thinking.
Nah,
you may as well just watch somebody else play.
Yeah,
somebody else play
instead of going through all that like the stress, you know. But like, is it any difference, right? I mean, or not? Like, I don't see an issue with that because I've done it before. Like, you know, for a lot of stuff, you know. Especially if I'm stuck, you know, like sometimes it's really hard to stop watching it. If you've got the piece of information you need from the video, you're like, oh man, thank goodness, I was stuck here forever. But then you like kind of keep watching just to see what's gonna happen. It's like, oh crap, I spoiled it, you know. But like, I don't know. It's a bit of it's a bittersweet thing, I guess, you know. But I'm not against anyone who does it.
No pedestals or white horses over here.
Nah.
What y'all think about walkthrough videos then? Like, if you like you're stuck on one part, right? This tough puzzle. You're like, what do I do? Do you think you should be allowed to like read a walkthrough or watch a walkthrough, or no?
Yeah. Difference between that and actually reading a strategy guide when you play the game.
That's what I'm saying. We used to get strategy guides when I was growing up. Same thing.
Yeah.
My problem.
We didn't have that. There was no YouTube then, so you had to buy the book.
Right.
There wasn't even no damn internet then. So at the beginning, so
yeah.
And you remember them awesome strategy guides though from Prima?
Yeah, Prima, and then Brady.
Prima Games.
Yeah.
Brady has some good ones too.
Dude, I have a bunch in my closet still up in the top. Oh man. Old school joints too, man. Final Fantasy and stuff.
I had a strategy guide for the NES Final Fantasy back in the day, and it got destroyed. I felt so bad because it was my brother's, and like, yeah, stuff got put on top of it, and it got messed up. The cover came off. I felt like an idiot. That thing's probably worth some money now, like if it wasn't damaged. But anyway,
yeah.
But
yeah, I definitely remember that.
That's the thing, though. Is it much different than, you know, when you were younger, asking people in your school how to get past a certain level? Like, you get word of mouth, right? It would be the same thing as looking it up on YouTube now.
Yeah, because I mean, really, if you used a guide to get past the part, how's it any different than rewinding to make sure that you could stay past the part?
I
Hmm.
don't think that. Like again, I don't have a
You all are
problem with
hypocrites.
Yeah, it's not really any different.
guess
I try
it's
to avoid it as much as possible, but if I eventually I just cannot get past this, I'm missing something here, I'll eventually break down. But I try not to look up. I try not to look up anything, but eventually, there's just one part that there's just something I'm not seeing or doing right, and I give in at some point.
And go ahead, Snow.
I was gonna say, it really is like if it's taking you longer than an hour to get past one little part, for something
You're
so
just wasting
simple, it's like, all right, I'm gonna look this up. I ain't got time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I've used a strategy or watched a walkthrough for like an hour, and then live streamed the game, so I knew what I was doing for that first hour.
That's fine.
So that way I didn't get stuck on the stream.
Right.
Because I'm telling you, if you the simplest puzzle, yeah, that's right. That the simplest puzzle will like hang you up forever because the pressure, man, the pressure.
Well, and like Snelly was saying, I rarely look up walkthroughs or try to because I feel like as soon as I do, like I'll just end up using it more and more. Like once that door's open, like you were saying, Snelly, you watch something on YouTube, you end up just watching a bit too much, and then now it's spoiled, and you almost start relying on it. As I'll start doing that. If I open the walkthrough, I go on and find something, I'll just use it more and more and more, and then all of a sudden I'm just going through a walkthrough now.
Yeah, I think it also depends on the game too. Because like if you're, Elden Ring, Breath of the Wild, if you're trying to find certain shrines or if you're trying to find a certain weapon, sometimes you don't have no choice but to open up a manual or look it up on YouTube because you can't figure it out or you can't find it, or it's supposed to be here but it's not. And sometimes the instructions in the game aren't clear either. So it's like, yeah, you're supposed to go over here, do this and do that, and you'll get this. So I think it's just all part of it. I think, and then like Snowly said, I think it's all about time. If you say, hey, I'm gonna dedicate my time to beat this game, for 2 months or a month or however long it takes people to beat games, then you're dedicated and say, okay, I'm not gonna use a walkthrough, I'm not gonna search any type of hints or nothing like that. But if you're like, man, look, I'm trying to beat this game in 72 hours or 48 hours, then I think a lot of times we just break down and start looking stuff up online.
Yeah. So like, unless you're stuck, I think you should just try your best to stick with the game. And if you're stuck, just search that one part up. Don't be like, oh yeah, let me look a little bit forward. Nah, don't be doing that. Do not be doing that.
Who your friends are too, because some friends like to spoil the ending of games.
Oh man,
I hate that.
Watch out for the spoilers.
Yeah, man.
No.
I hate that.
You gotta be real careful with that.
Zion, you gotta watch out for
Of course. Gotta be real careful. Gotta watch your step.
Real careful. You gotta almost avoid all your friends on the internet. The ones you think you're safe with, those are the ones to avoid.
Unbelievable. Yeah, man. Walkthroughs, I think those are completely fine. Rewinds, I gotta go.
All right, moving on to the next question. Remake, should they be updated? Should they be an updated clone or take a new path? Final Fantasy VII Remake, for example.
Or we got Resident Evil 4, which is right around the corner, and what people want from that,
And Dead Space just came out.
Yep. Do you want a remake, a reboot, something brand new? What do you want?
I think it just depends on the game. I think it depends on like let's say for instance Final Fantasy, the pixelated, the 2D. I mean that's fine and dandy, but with the technology that we have, with the developers and all the fancy tools that they have now, I just think that's just a perfect update when it comes to Final Fantasy. Does it beat the classic, the classic look? Maybe not. It may not even give you that same feeling, when you beat a certain boss. But I think with new technology, we want new things and better. So I think it just has to go that way. If you're gonna do a remake, It has to
No
be
remakes.
because if it's, for instance, like if Resident Evil 4 comes out and it's worse than the throwback, people are gonna be upset. People are gonna be
That's
mad,
gonna be bad news.
and they're gonna be like, "Yo, what's going on with it?" I think it's good.
Yeah,
I think
the
it's in good
remake at that
hands.
point.
I think it's in good hands because
It's
even
looking
though
good.
a lot of people were mad about the remake, even for Resident Evil, what was it, 2 and 3? You know, they took some stuff
Mhm.
out.
Well,
They
2
took some
was
stuff-
really good. 3 was kind of weak.
Yeah, they took
2
some
is
stuff
one of my
out.
favorites.
Yeah, but overall, I mean, it looks better than the original. Now, as far as the feeling that it gave you, probably not. You know, the tank controls and all that good stuff. But I think it was a good remake, though.
Yeah,
Cam,
yeah. it was
Cam
good.
mentioned a third option. No more remakes.
No more remakes.
To
Now,
Sorry.
the
I
big thing
definitely
is
disagree
when
with
you
that.
see when you see like a
Yeah.
different perspective, like a 2D game is brought to the 3D era, and it's cool to kind of like, for me, I was a World of Warcraft fan, so going to the movie and seeing like one of the major cities in the game now on the big screen and in live action was cool. So when you're seeing a game that's like so old that you only got to see it from one kind of art style get changed over entirely, as long as I'm nostalgic as hell though, so I don't like a whole lot of changes. I would love to see like the same story, but just now in a cooler, new, updated perspective and with cool graphics and whatever. As long as the story was already there, I don't need them to make the story better. If it was already good, great, you know.
So I would have I thought that way before playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, and
I haven't played that
actually really liked what they did. I was shocked.
I
didn't
turned
know
away
th-
from it because of that, but I never played it.
I didn't know they were gonna divert from the story like that, and that like to that extent too. And if someone told me that, I would think I wasn't gonna like it. Like I would be like, "Ooh, I don't know about that." But playing it and seeing where it went, I think they did a great job. And it's like, I feel like more remakes might benefit from that kind of treatment.
Yeah, you're definitely right about
I don't
that.
think we're getting away from them.
Nah.
That's the only thing. I think they've realized, look, go back to the well, which already makes us money, you know? So, and nostalgia is like a drug. It's like an addiction, you know? So I think they realized that. I don't know if we're ever going to get away from it. They're getting lazier though with them. They don't, you know, the titles they don't even change the title. That's just like add the year at the end now, you know?
Yeah.
And they just have to not Last of Us and remake the game 7 times.
Well, that's another thing when you have something like Skyrim that's remade for everything all the way down to like your refrigerator and toaster in your kitchen.
Yeah, they've re-released
You know.
that game a lot.
Yeah,
It's on every console. It's on
it's a
every.
great game, but we've
everything.
had enough, you know.
Yeah, yeah, that's
And those kind of games, they give the fuel to the people that say no more remakes, big time, because that's just a clear cash grab, constant, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cam, for sure. I said,
They just
you know, I
can't
said
keep
I'm
them going
nostalgic. I
forever.
can't help it. I try, but if you give me like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I'm buying it.
Right.
I think it also comes down to the
Mhm.
ideas. People are running out of ideas.
Exactly.
And so therefore it's like, okay, hey, this was a hit back then. Let's just remaster it or re-release it and add some features on it. And you know, us being gamers, and if it's a game that we really, really like, we're gonna buy it again. That's why Skyrim continues to release it, because people continue to buy it. You know.
Yeah, it's like everyone is scared to create like a new IP. Like everyone is scared. Like, oh, if we make a new IP, the money's gonna fly away. It's over.
it might be because the creative minds behind those greats that we enjoyed are no longer behind them. Maybe they're just like in the companies that basically employed them know that. So it's like, man, we may not have another title like this in a while, so let's keep re-releasing this stuff. You know, it's already great.
Yeah, like how's Nintendo gonna look when Miyamoto
Someone
is
has
gone?
to take a risk. Someone has, like, one
Hello,
company has to
hello.
take a risk to make a new IP. We can't just be playing the same, or we've been playing the same Mario, so you know that happens. But you know, we can't be playing the same exact game for forever. They got to make a new IP sooner or later.
Yeah.
but I think it falls into the same thing with sports, right? They release Madden, so those football fans they buy it every year. Look at FIFA. You know what they said it's been the same since what 2018. Like they haven't changed it, but people it still buys, it still sells. You know, they add a new logo or whatever, and
yeah, it's so true. But I think Madden's starting to finally get like enough blowback to where they're gonna have to change some things up because I don't even buy it anymore. So I know there's other Madden fans who are doing the same thing because it's the same game every year now. And
Dude, Ty, did you see they didn't even change one of the loading screens? It said the previous year.
Yeah,
did you see that?
Yeah, it's that bad.
It's that bad. Yeah, it's that lazy. Yeah.
Well,
and it's several times it does it in the game, but yeah, it's like literally
proper
crazy.
quality control.
Yeah.
Well, look, I think that all they should do is don't re-release it, but just come out with a DLC. So let's just say don't come out with a full price game.
Yeah.
Just give us a
$20
DLC and like a subscription, and then you just update the roster and move on. You know, add a mode or something, and call it.
I think that'd be a good idea, or come out with a new one like every 2 years or something like that. So you have like DLC for 2023, for example, to go into 2024. Then in 2025, we come out with something completely different.
Yeah,
or different enough.
You know who did that before they went under though? When I really appreciated it, freaking Sega. Sega did that on the Dreamcast with NFL 2K.
NFL, yeah.
They allowed you to update the roster, and then so 2K2 was like the last game. Even if they didn't tank before that because of security reasons, I think. I mean, who's to say how long that would have lasted until they release another one? But I mean, well, they did release more on the later systems, but until EA was like, yeah, we taking all the rights, but. Yeah, they were doing that, and that I really did appreciate. So, it was a thing, but I mean, obviously, I guess they do gotta make money too. So,
yeah.
And then we're in the chat, everybody.
Oh, Rhea, what's
up? What's going on? But we're a small percentage of gamers, so it's easy for us to say we need this and that. But then on their bulletin board, they continue to sell that game. Millions of copies every year. So it's like, do we change
there's
the
always
formula?
Another 12-year-old coming along, or another 13-year-old
it's
coming
the
along.
easiest Christmas and birthday present to get. Like, like especially
and
like
they're always
aunts
on
and
sale.
uncles. Like, what do I gotta get Timmy? Just the newest NFL, the newest Madden every year.
That's the big thing right there. What you just said, Lando.
Damn.
Got no competition. When they shut down, ESPN had that game, the best football game, 2K5. So good, man. $20 brand new on the shelf, killing it. Had the hit stick before Madden, all that good stuff. Remember the truck joint? Boom, lower your shoulder. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Then the next year, all of a sudden, EA gets the exclusive right for like a decade, and now we get garbage. That game was killing it, man, that year.
Man, remember NFL Game Day? NFL Game Day '99. Oh, that was so good.
Man.
Oh yeah.
Prime Time was on the original Xbox. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying we don't even have NFL Street, NBA Street games like that anymore. So there's literally nothing. There's literally no competition.
Yeah, they owned it. They owned the exclusive rights. You couldn't do it. I think they lost the contract. Didn't they lose it last year or this year? So we may finally see some competition to get them on. You're talking about the blowback from fans? Nah, the competition's coming and they need to get off their ass now.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing this for the fans. No, you're doing this because you're scared now. If you were doing it for the fans, you had it the last whole decade. How are you leaving loading screens in from the previous game?
That's
it's never like EA. Don't try to. They could say all that, but there's no way they care about the fans. They care about the bottom line dollar bills.
Man, they need a rewind feature for that one.
Big
They
time.
need to rewind that back.
Hey, Triforce, what about you, man? As far as remakes,
I mean, if I get them, cool. If I don't get them, cool. I mean, because at the end of the day, the way I feel is if they have the original, that's what I grew up on. That's what I'm going to play. If they come out with a remake, to me, it's kind of like a re-imaging of the game. Like somebody else said, okay, we're going to make it this way, or the real company say, hey, we're going to make it this way. The way we intended if we had the technology for it. And just pretty much just look at it to see what they would have brought to the table for what they have now versus what they didn't have then. Long story short, I'm gonna play it regardless if they put it out there. If they don't, then, I still got the classic. I'm gonna play it. So I'm okay with it either way.
I got you. I feel you on that. I guess I'll chime in. I don't really mind it. I love what they did with Final Fantasy VII Remake. I too was like, I don't know, man. Final Fantasy VII was a masterpiece. How you gonna change it? How are we gonna make this better? And when I played it, I was like, wow, because in my mind I knew, like, going off the original story, it was like, man, there's a lot more. Like, Midgar is just not even the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more to do. I'm like, but the way they're doing it in pieces, I'm not a fan of that, because at first I heard it was going to be episodic, but I was like, I don't know about that. But then, like, it's going to be in pieces. Okay, I get it. But when I played it, it was dope. I really like. It was stellar. Like, it blew my mind. I was like, wow, it's the dream come true. As far as like how we imagined it in our mind looking. Because we had them box monster characters, but it was dope though. I mean, the story was so good, you didn't care. Like, and then like I love what they did with Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 remake. So I'm excited to see how they what they're gonna do with 4. And well, I mean, 3 was on the weaker end as far as content. A lot was taken out, but it still was pretty cool to get chased by Nemesis over again, and it was a lot more intense than what it was back in the day. Like, every 2 seconds he's busting through a wall or something crazy. It's ridiculous, man. But like, and my blood pressure is shooting through the roof. I'm like, I can't. But what was the other one? Trials of Mana was a really good remake too. I like. It wasn't like, it was almost 1-to-1, but it had, like, it was full 3D. Like, they pretty much didn't really change much in that. Like, so I would say Trials of Mana was a really good one. If anyone got into that.
Yeah, but
it's real good.
Going back to Resident Evil, I mean, even when they did 7 and 8, when they went to first person view, a lot of people, when they announced it that it was going to be first person, a lot of people were like, but then when it finally came out, people were like, okay. Now, I think 7 was it 7? Was more of it wasn't really a horror. It was more of I don't know what if you want to really call it, like spirits and something like that. It wasn't. It got away from the zombie mode, pretty much, the zombies and stuff like that. But it still was a good game.
The one with the family.
Was that
7.
Okay.
Yeah. And so then 8, then clearly 8 came out and people were like, oh, okay, we like this one. So I think when you're able to have a good development team behind your product, then I think you can come out with remasters or remakes and it'd still be a good game.
Yeah. What games do you guys want to see being remade?
What's that?
What games do you guys want to see being remade?
Hey, Metro Prime trilogy.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That'd be fire.
Ditch the motion controls. Get rid of that. Okay. We don't want that. Give me a standard controller scheme. I'm good.
I got another one, Star Fox 64.
I was just about to say that.
They redid that though.
Yeah, they did. 3DS has it. It's really good.
Yeah, not no 3DS though. I want some up to date
VR.
What about a modern day?
Give me some.
Got that junk on 144p.
What you're gonna get? I think it was 0 for the Wii U. Whichever one they came up with for the Wii U, that's about the closest to the 64 remake you're gonna get. So
that camera angle thing was killing me though. I love the game, but man, that camera you were fighting the camera the whole time.
Yeah, I agree. Other than that, it was a good game though.
Yeah, it was dope. Yeah.
Slowly, what about a remake of the original Metal Gear?
Ooh, well, I mean, we had Twin Snakes though.
Didn't they say that was in the? Didn't they say that was in the works?
Yeah.
Is that the remake of the Super Nintendo one?
No, not that one.
They said
no, I'm talking about the Super Nintendo, since that was in old perspective, old graphical style. Bring that to a new.
You're talking about NES then? Yeah.
Yeah, NES. There you go. Yeah, I couldn't remember if it's NES, Super Nintendo. But if we're talking, can I talk about a movie one time? Just one time.
What movie?
I would love to see them remake the Ninja Turtles movie and bring back the simple costumes with little animatronic heads in the little suits, man. I don't need a whole bunch of CGI monstrosities. I don't
Nah,
need
they
aliens
messed
coming
that
through a
up.
portal, cities
Want the
blowing up. I
CGI
just
looks
want the
cool.
turtles and Shredder. You know what I mean?
I'd be cool with it.
Yeah.
Man, you know,
Go ahead
game
and get
I'd
Jim
love to
Henson,
see
man.
is Mega Man Legends.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sure.
And just
For
kind of
Oh
sure.
man,
like, you
Conquer
know,
was
like
awesome.
just the control, like everything just tightened up a bit and then just looking
Yeah.
phenomenal. I'd be so hyped on that.
For sure. Oh, I
Yeah,
just
look at
thought
the-
of one.
What's up?
Dude, Diddy Kong Racing. I would love a remake.
Oh
Oh, that'd be
yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
that'd be real
Yeah.
dope.
Imagine.
What about chat? What do you guys?
They said Conquers, which is a good one.
Ooh, that is.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Live and Reloaded was
Yeah.
actually awesome. Yeah, I have it
That
on.
is a good one.
I downloaded
If they
it
had
on
made
Series
an
S.
official remake of GoldenEye,
Metroid
like
Prime
on
4.
GoldenEye stores, that'd be awesome.
What's that? Zion?
Oh, no. I was just saying, if they made like an official remake that actually work on Switch and on Xbox, new graphics, new everything, like a new GoldenEye, you know, like actually remade stuff like
that. Well, you know, I
We got
don't think
GoldenEye source. That's what we got.
Yeah.
Hey, let's settle with that for now. I am.
Yeah.
You better bring Bloodborne to PC. I need a remake of that today.
The Half-Lives, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be
They're
like-
already pretty solid.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Especially
Yeah.
2. That was a good looking one. I mean, the Source engine
Yeah,
is
they
just amazing.
They hold up. Like I'm telling you, they hold up. It's crazy.
Pretty much
Way before their time.
PS1. Anything that was good on PS1 would be
Lawful.
that era. Would be
Oh man,
But we have remakes that we felt like didn't need a remake, like Resident Evil 4. A lot of people are like, why did they, why they remaking it? Because the old one is such a classic. But I mean, clearly the new one looks good though.
Yeah, I'm picking it up.
that I think is gonna be like the same experience though as the GameCube one.
Well, I think what's gonna happen is it's gonna be a shorter experience than the first one though.
Yeah,
I
man,
just have a
it took
feeling.
me 40
Right.
hours to beat that game. I thought
I think
it was
it's gonna
gonna
be a
be like
shorter one.
10 going
Yeah,
into
I
it.
think it's still gonna be a good game. I still think it's gonna get high ratings, but I think it's just gonna fall in line with Resident Evil 2 and 3. They're both shorter. So I think Resident Evil 4 is gonna be a shorter game. But I still think it's gonna be good though.
What else?
Did anyone else take 40 hours to beat that game? The
What
first time
game?
through?
No, sir.
Resident Evil 4.
Oh, 4? Nah, I mean,
no.
I got through it relatively quick.
I can't remember if it was 4. It was a long. I spent a long time playing that game.
I always remember those games being like 9 to 11 hours or something. 9 to 12
it
hours.
was
About that
It
Krauser
wasn't no
fight.
40 hours.
That Krauser fight was crazy.
That one did have a lot of cool stuff you could go just do though, without progressing the story. Plus, you had like the merchant for the first time, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I agree with that, Cam. I don't know why they're doing it, but I knew they were going to. Once 2 did so well, they brought 3. I mean, why wouldn't they just keep going down the line?
Hey, JP.
Yo.
What are you buying? What are you selling? That was epic, man.
Oh, man.
Man, I'm starting to notice they should do Jet Set Radio as a remake. If anyone played that,
Me too, Raya.
Oh, that'd be Jet Set Radio is outstanding. I didn't too much like the second one. It was like scaled back, I think. Like you didn't really get a chance to do full graffiti movements. Like it was kind of like quick. The graffiti was like an afterthought in that one. I don't know. It seems like that was the focal point for that game in the original.
they're making like some or kind of a remake. It's not from the official people, but if anyone played Lethal League Blaze, the developers of that is making
Reptile.
a game called Bomb Rush Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I have seen that. I'm interested.
Yeah.
I think the original people that worked on Jet Set Radio, they went on to make Hover. Have you played Hover before?
Oh yeah, I played Hover.
Yeah,
Yes, Hover is good.
It's okay.
It's all right. The movement is extremely fun, but the actual like playing the story and stuff like that, I gotta be honest, it's got a tragic step.
It needs the multiplayer though. The multiplayer is where you gotta get into that. But it doesn't have a big audience right now. Well, I don't even think it has an audience now, but
yeah, not anymore.
Might as well redo Resident Evil 6.
I mean,
Actually, that's not a bad idea. That game
I mean, okay,
sucks.
Resident Evil 6 wasn't a bad game. It was just a bad Resident Evil game. To me.
I'll meet you
Let's be
halfway
real,
on
Snowy.
that one. I'll
Let's
meet you
be real.
halfway.
It was a
but
bad game.
It
Okay?
it seemed like it was oh man, it was all action. Like there was no like it was all action.
I
There
was
was no
suplexing
hunting
zombies.
around.
Like it felt like
Picking them
I was more
up.
playing like a
Yeah.
Tomb Raider game instead of a Resident Evil game. It's crazy.
It just if it had a different title, I'd be like, okay, it was okay, you know. But it wasn't like
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
That's where I'll meet you halfway.
You
Because
wait through the game.
I looked at it as a Resident Evil game, and that's why I got so angry. Like maybe it wasn't as bad as I thought, but I was just so pissed, man.
I honestly never finished it. I couldn't. I was like, I can't. I literally stopped playing it.
6 was amazing. Except when I said, "Bite me."
Huh?
Resident Evil 6 is the best Resident Evil game ever.
Oh,
Ever, not even just Resident Evil, just
That's
ever
crazy.
to ever exist.
This guy is.
There's
crazy.
no
mean,
way.
you entitled to that, bro. I mean, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're not my friend anymore. You know,
Well,
like
He's
I'll say
also
this.
entitled to leave. There you go.
But,
Right?
but I would say this: if it wasn't Resident Evil 6 and it had a different title, I don't think it would have got a bad rap as much as people, because it's a cool third person shooter, but
I'll say that for 5,
Looking
maybe.
back, it's not even that bad. It's just like, why Resident Evil? Why is Leon doing kicks? Why are they like in a Indiana Jones scene, running around, running from boulders, doing crazy stuff? Is like what is going on?
Yeah,
And then adding co-op, that could have been a very good addition, but it's not Resident Evil. So no.
all right.
running from boulders. Oh, man, you
All
can't
right,
do
so we'll get into it. The last topic we'll get into is E3. As if y'all haven't noticed or haven't been told that all the big PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, all the major companies are not going to be at E3 this year. So, how do we feel about that? Do we even care about E3? Are you excited about E3?
I feel so sad because E3 used to be this big giant event where all the gaming studios, everybody used to gather around, play games that's about to come out, new game announcements. Everybody was hyped, and when Smash Bros was still popular, they was announcing characters, and they're like, oh, everybody, the crowd screaming, new game announced, oh, trash game, just get a little booze, and good game, hey, yeah, I just missed that, miss all the cheering, all the events. All the games coming out. Oh yeah, that's it.
Oh man. I think E3. This is the reason why it's falling down. We got podcasts. We got Twitter. So if I'm a company and I don't have to pay to go and set up a booth and all that good stuff, and I could just post my stuff online, why would I go to an event and pay? You know, I'm pretty sure they spend thousands, if not millions of dollars to go to those events. So as a customer, you know, as a fan, you know, we want to see those things. But if I'm Nintendo, I'm like, why would I go and set up a booth and spend, you know, $2 million when I can just post it on Twitter or have my own show online?
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's what makes me sad about it.
Well, it's just like YouTube. If you think about it, we talked about this before. It used to be for smaller creators, and now it's just another place for all the big outlets or the celebrities or whatever to, you know, it's just another place for them to be.
It's essentially where late night moved.
Yeah, and then most of the channels you watch, the big channels have a 2-minute ad read at the start of the video, or every 5 minutes it's another ad. So you're pretty much watching TV with commercials.
Yeah.
See, I don't mind. Like, I really liked Xbox's Developer Direct. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Mm-hmm.
But they actually were like going. It looked like they were going to the actual offices of those companies and sitting down with the devs that are making the game, and they would kind of talk about it, and it was like a lot more personal and seemed, you know, you actually got a true representation of like the people behind it and what they were doing.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like flashy trailer after flashy trailer, and it was kind of cool. I actually really liked what they did. And if it moved in that direction, where it was more about, it was as much about the people developing the game as it was the game itself, I'd be down with that.
That's what Cam was just saying. Is if the big three don't want to show up, just focus on indie devs and show off the people who are hungry, man. The people who really are hungry, you know, like Snowly.
Like the people making Signalis. 2 people made that friggin' game.
I know. I love when a game is made by 1 or 2 people. That just blows your mind, dude.
Oh
Crazy,
my God,
crazy. Yeah, it's impressive as hell. Like Raiders of R, you know.
Shut up, man. I'm on a hiatus. I haven't even touched my projects. I can't be mentioned with the likes of these folks that actually got things going on, man.
Yeah, Rare was the best, Cam. Oh my goodness, they were so good, dude.
Yeah, that was my favorite company. Still is.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a shame because that's why I didn't think we'd ever see GoldenEye, you know, with all the rights and blah blah, right? But man, Rare. Banjo, didn't they do Banjo?
Yeah, Banjo.
Yeah, bro.
They did Banjo.
Where is that? That's what we need is a sequel. I don't want a remake. Just give us a true, not that nuts and bolts crap, a true sequel, man.
Yeah, that was terrible.
You know, a lot of stuff has been sold to other, you know, sold to Nintendo, sold to Microsoft, sold to Sony. So, you know, it's all been broken up. But
yeah, their team has been horribly disbanded ever since. Like they've went to form other great companies because they're just that awesome. Like multiple, like if you look up the companies they split into, man, it's insane. Like there was Free Radical, there was Crytek, there was Platonic, there's what was the one?
LJN?
Huh?
LJN?
No. We don't talk about the LJN.
Being joking, I'm
They
nuts.
just make banger after they release banger after banger.
But I think E3 is this is their telling year. I think if it doesn't get a good showing, then they just need to disband it and just leave it alone. Maybe do a digital, like for a week, do a gaming thing, and so maybe give Nintendo, you know, a day to where they can promote their stuff, or 2 days or whatever, give each company their thing. But I think because it was for the fans to go to the event so you can play all the games, you know, sooner than everybody else. You get to see, you know, some stuff that the average public, you know, that we don't get to see. And so I think it's just one of those things that if they don't have a good showing this year, they just need to go ahead and just get rid of it. There's no reason for it.
That's true, because without the big companies, it's like, I'm just thinking that there should just be a little bit more unity between these companies, because if everybody's why is everybody dropping out in the first place? Did anybody find that out, or no, or nobody?
Well, even though big companies are dropping out, you still have people like EA. You know, EA may have a new title or, you know, a new IP that they want to promote. Who else you got? Kojima might come out and show off. PlayStation probably ain't gonna let him do that.
No. He does work with PlayStation.
Yeah. But I think he said he's working with Microsoft, right, to come out with something too. So all these independent companies made the new Call of Duty. You know, we're gonna get a Call of Duty, so you know they may have something to show off.
Coming to the Switch, baby. Come on.
I don't think Call of Duty's gonna be there, since I'm pretty sure Microsoft still has a good hold on it.
No, they're still working that out through the courts and all that jazzy stuff. So I think it's.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just saying, you know, Microsoft still has a lot of control over Activision.
Yeah, but like JP was saying, I mean, it does give the indie games, it gives them an opportunity to showcase their stuff. So I think, you know, if you're not going to dedicate it to the major players, then dedicate it to the smaller. But I mean, there's a small company that's just starting out. If you tell them, hey, $5,000 to set up a booth for a week or whatever, you know, do they have the means to be able to do that, to show off and showcase their game?
And it's probably so much more than that. I think that we're onto it.
I know.
I think it's those companies being like, no, I don't, like, it doesn't make sense to pay that. Like, everyone's doing their own directs now. Like, I bet you. I wouldn't be surprised if it was in the millions for like Xbox to have or PlayStation to have like their section of E3. Like they probably pay out the nose to be there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. I mean, just to showcase this stuff. So it sucks. Like I said, for the people that, because I wanted to go to E3. I was like, yo, one day I want to go to E3. You know, but it's like then COVID. Well, I mean, it was already going downhill, but then when COVID hit, it was like it was really going downhill. So.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm bummed though, because like the in-person stuff is what I feel like I'm gonna miss out on all of that. Because I wanted to go to an E3, never got to do any of that, and I always wanted to, and it's all going downhill. The in-person stuff, the memories, that's what I'm bummed out for, and I understand why the companies are not doing it anymore. That makes perfect sense, but for us, it kind of sucks. That's what I'm sad about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's just like everything's just so separate now. But
yeah, everything's internet.
You think? Yeah. I mean, who was the one that really kicked that off? It was Nintendo, though, wasn't it? Because they were always like separate. They seldom like it got to that point to where they just eventually stopped showing up to E3, and it was like, look, we do our own thing. We got directs now. Everybody's doing them now, so it's like they stay setting trends, man. Like I hate to it's hard to hate on them sometimes because they single-handedly saved gaming, but back with the NES years ago, and I don't know, they're just like some of the choices they make aren't the greatest, right? But for the ones that they do, they nail it, and everyone follows suit, like Metroid, all those games kind of they paved the way, to network.
Nintendo only made one bad move. Or at least when we look at it, and that's with the Wii U. If you really want to say the Nintendo, everything has been successful for Nintendo except
it's marketing. That's sometimes their problem.
Yeah,
quality or content.
But,
Virtual Boy though.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
That too. But hey, if you go online and try to look for one, see how much them things run.
Yeah, you ain't getting me. It ain't worth ruining my vision, bro.
They were rough, man. They were rough.
Yeah, it ain't even worth ruining my vision.
Yeah,
they were ridiculous.
They should make that pivot.
Didn't I have 2 D-pads? Like, what the hell is going on?
It was weird, man.
Yeah, that's strange.
It was Strong J.
Yeah, Strong J.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Hey, look, so I wanted to mention something about you guys were fans of Ori and the Blind Forest and Will o' the Wisp, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they put out a tweet. Thomas Mahler, I guess he's the guy who created it.
Yeah.
And his tweet says, Ori was our Mario, and this is our Zelda. That was my thought when I first started prototyping our new project back in 2015. And so they've been full steam ahead with the brand new project that they're claiming is their Zelda to their Mario. So if you liked Ori, this is probably good news.
Do they have a name for it yet?
Not yet. It doesn't say anything about specifics yet. Just
okay.
stating that this is their next big thing.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. It's just like the developer for Stardew Valley. He has a new game coming out.
Is that the chocolate one?
Yeah.
It still
Chocolatier
hasn't come out.
Yeah.
Oh
Dude,
my!
I cannot wait.
Yo, but it's only dude. Yeah, it's one guy.
Break, man.
I know, but I heard about that like forever ago.
Yeah.
Over a year ago or something.
2 years ago.
But but you gotta see. I mean, you gotta look at it like this. Stardew Valley was such a success. He has to be able to back that up with this.
Oh yeah. I just thought it was like almost coming out 2 years ago or a year ago or something. And
no, we should hear more about it this year. I think we'll hear more about it this year. Maybe so.
We'll hear that E3 for sure.
But that's
as long as they still have big sales. I'm cool as long as the sales come.
eShop
sales.
Working on Stardew forever though. You know what I mean? Because it was if that was his first game, he could have been working on it for 10 years. No one you wouldn't know.
He did work on it for a long time.
Yeah, it was forever.
Yeah,
So
Stardew, he's been working on that for a while. He
now
definitely
that
deserves all the
people
family
know,
God.
And it's coming out now. It's just like he doesn't have that 10 years of no
He
expectations.
doesn't have the luxury of anonymity. How you say it?
He does have
Zion? Of being anonymous.
Anomaly.
Yeah, that's it. Nailed it.
There it is. Yep, that's it. Got it.
Leave my guy alone, man.
I just want to say unanimous one time.
There is rumors that there is going to be a Nintendo Direct this week too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep. So I think maybe Wednesday, maybe.
Don't worry, guys.
What's about to be on there? More farming games.
Don't worry, they're coming.
Yeah. So
they'll all be like, it'll look like they just sat on something wet and squishy, or they just farted.
But other than that, anybody got some projects that they're working on?
None.
Projects that we can look forward to.
It's ridiculous. It's just a matter of me just actually getting some time. So
what is it?
Me, I got projects. I like lots.
Oh,
ooh,
yeah. You know, life keeps getting in my
You're looking
way.
awfully handsome over there, Triforce tonight. By the way,
no,
I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Handsome guy.
You're mistaking me for Snowy. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Well, he's a handsome guy too.
Is one of your projects taking on Zion in a 1v1 Zelda
Battletoads?
Royale?
Well, look, Zion is not going to take me on in any.
Yes. Of course.
He just out there just.
I'll take you on in a few years. Okay.
Triforce said,
give me some time. Let me cook.
I even just said in my Castlevania stream, I was like, you know what? I don't even want to do the 3 hours. Let's just race until we finish, or if somebody gives up.
Man, Triforce, you had me dying laughing in that stream. So I pop in the stream, and he's putting in his name, and he types out Triforce, and then nothing happens for a few seconds, and he deletes the whole thing and puts Triforce. Man, I was crying, man. That was so funny, dude. I was like, what is he waiting for? Just hit start, and then you deleted the whole thing.
What's up, Coin? What you got to say tonight, man? Anything on your mind? What you got? You got some projects you working on? Coin over there.
Playing
Coin. Yeah, he over there playing.
I didn't realize I was on mute. I thought, okay, anyways. So I don't really got anything I'm working on project wise. I guess I'm still working on finishing Dying Light DLC Zion. You know what I mean?
Don't hold your breath.
Bro, I'm not even gonna lie.
Man, you know.
At this rate we're going at Zion, Keith might catch up before we even finish it.
Oh man,
I don't
that's
bad. Like we're playing it like once every week, and we're only getting like maybe one mission done, and then the rest of the time we're spending killing things.
Killing zombies, just driving around killing zombies.
At that point, we might as well be playing COD Zombies.
Well,
but I don't know. I don't know what else I'm working on. I guess I guess that's it.
Playground, huh?
Coin got the new thumbnails for Mario Monday Madness already up for the streams.
Oh, yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, looks real
looking good, bro.
Coin, you should work on another review, man. You killed that Turtles review.
I'll probably do it. I'm probably mainly gonna put a gameplay video up though, or make a gameplay video. I don't know on what though.
That's cool, man.
I just like he's got to do stuff.
Trying to burn your teammates in Fortnite.
Oh yeah, that'd be the best video ever.
I mean, you should be the resident Fortnite Minecraft streamer out of you and your dad, because that'll bring the people.
Oh yeah,
the people
I guess
love
that
Fortnite
would
Minecraft.
Yeah, that.
Yes, of course. Playing bootleg Roblox. Bring the viewers.
So, do we got any final thoughts?
I'm working on selling my Switch. Getting rid of that tomorrow. Let me stop.
Yeah, you Steam Deck. You Steam Deckers.
Out of here.
You're like, oh my Switch away.
It like seeps into the brain somehow.
Steam Deckers, get you a Steam Deck, yo. Get you a Steam Deck.
Have all kinds of computer problems in the palm of your hand.
My personal opinion, Steam Deck.
You can carry around your computer problems with you now.
Yes, sir. Get ready for a world of pain.
What's that, Coin? Sorry.
I'm Nintendo for life, though. Nintendo for life. I'm Nintendo for life.
So my personal opinion, number one, Steam Deck good. I don't got one, but I'm probably gonna get one. And number 2,
I
I
ain't gonna
think
say
we
it's
should-
good if you don't got one, bro.
Hey man, hear me out.
He
though.
he done read enough about it.
And number 2, I feel like we should be playing some GoldenEye Source sometime soon because I did not get back into the last one.
Yeah, you had to abruptly leave. We were like, "What happened to Coin?"
Yeah, I shot you right as you
Yeah.
were leaving, bro. It was an easy kill.
No.
Oh,
Easy
okay.
kill. He said easy
Okay,
kill.
nah.
Easy
Now
kill.
we need to
Right
play.
with the
Now we need to
shotgun.
play GoldenEye Source. There's no option now.
Yeah, I'll shoot you again. Come on, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's an invitation. That's an invitation.
Oh,
right
it's
there.
an
Hold up.
invitation for that shotgun. Blow.
Mm.
Boom. Right around the head.
He's
Right to the
telling you.
glass.
Sorry, man.
Boy, he is
Those are
telling
2
you.
of the worst shotgun sound effects I've ever
Oh,
heard
the
in my
grunts.
life.
Oh,
grunts.
man.
Some people
Leave me
grunt
alone.
themselves.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Staff is definitely not a sound designer. That's what I know.
Get out of here.
His shotgun was broken. That's all.
Yeah, I think he dropped it on the floor.
Just imagine
Sound.
playing the newest Call of Duty. You ain't here. Like what?
Don't be mad. Lando's
Uh,
salty because I kept shooting him with the shotgun. That's what it is.
Mm.
He's salty
Yeah, I
as
heard
hell.
kablamo.
Kablamo. Yeah.
Any questions from the chat? Does chat got any questions?
Sound like Zap
Appreciate
Brown.
y'all.
Chat doing.
Yeah,
Check it out.
appreciate y'all. Chat.
Easy over here.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for coming in.
Oh, Cameron's trying to talk to you, Snowly. Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, I hit him up.
Yeah.
But other,
Yeah, that's
But
what's
other-
up, man. My fault. Go ahead.
no. But other than that, anybody got else? Anything else going on? JP, when we get another sales video, man.
Oh, man. Soon. I got like 3 or 4 in the works.
All right. Get them
Yep.
sales. I mean,
I'm gonna review
got one.
Signalis for sure.
hey, make sure y'all file your taxes so y'all can buy all the games that you want. File your taxes.
If you want to, but it's
Yeah.
the waiting back is the trick.
Hey, and yeah,
Oh, thanks,
JP's
Sonley.
JP's gonna use most of his taxes for that VR too, man.
Damn.
Paid in full.
If it was just most of my tax money for VR, I'd be a damn shame, man.
Paid in
That's
full.
a damn shame, man. To waste all your money on some VR, man.
Tax money
And
being
I
put
love
to work.
VR, but damn that ain't happening. Nah.
Oh, now that you bring it up, I definitely, that's something I want to try to get back into. VR, you know what I mean? See if I can hook it up to my PC. Triforce.
Triforce,
you know
just
what I
say
mean?
no, man. Just say no, bro.
Hey,
Say
man.
yes, Triforce. Say
Just
yes.
say no, bro.
Nah, hey, Triforce, do the opposite. Up and down, up and down. Come on. Let's see it.
Up and down, up and down.
Hey, man, you don't got to pay for anything. I'll pay for everything. You know,
Man,
You
Coin,
got-
what are you talking about?
He friends
You
with
know what I
Cash Money
mean?
Z, man. He friends with Cash Money Z.
yeah,
Yeah, so I'm just gonna
man.
pull like 50
Yeah.
diamonds out of his pocket.
look,
Like,
man,
oh, here you go.
I need to make a party
Triforce
over
gonna come home talking about where's
Yeah.
some all of his games missing and stuff off the wall. Coins in the other room playing on VR.
Hear me out. You know what I mean? He got
But-
some good back there, though.
Ain't nothing
Yeah.
virtual about that
Mm.
reality if that happens. You're gonna feel reality big time.
Oh, yeah.
But other than that, thank you guys coming
Yeah,
in.
thanks for hosting.
In the
Keith.
mix. In the mix, yeah. Ain't no better place to be on a Sunday evening.
That's
Oh,
right. That's
Yeah.
Right
right.
here with us.
Oh yeah,
So-
real quick. I'm gonna throw it in the chat. One Crummy Gamer. If y'all get a chance, she just put out a video. It just went up live a second ago.
Nah. She was supposed to be here, okay?
She was working
He's
on
been
her video
supposed- he's
though.
been
It
working on her
sucks
video,
being
man. She
so
couldn't
close
do it.
and having to stop. I get it. I totally get it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
But nah, make sure y'all go check out Crummy's video.
Yep.
Definitely.
Check out all the creators here. Just go to the In the Mix little channels tab and subscribe to everybody there. Make sure to drop a like. All that other stuff. I need to drink some water.
Lando go hit us with that beautiful thing.
oh, I'm hitting it. I'm hitting this with it.